See ya.
Damn, so this is a popular trail today. So this hike, doing the Lewis and Clark Trail. I'm gonna go for the 8 mile, the long loop today, I think. Well, I'm gonna see what I can do about these. Hold on. Yeah, so that wasn't all that difficult, was it? But you got people who will always choose the easy way, ignore the problem, and duck under it. But that's just not, if I can do anything about it, just not the kind of person I am. Said on a few of these videos out here at Lewis and Clark Trail, and I have done several, that you know, I start going the left trail, which is a little more difficult in the beginning, but at the end I had this nice mile-long stretch of flat instead of the rugged terrain and uphills and downhills to end my hike. Trail has been a lot more active than, oh, nuts. Trail's been a lot more active than usual for me. Of course, usually when I come out and the parking lot is as packed as it was today, I usually just drive right on by. I just like that view. Mottled sunlight getting to the forest floor through a bunch of trees. Yeah. So I don't know if we can see that, but the charger that I have attached to my backpack is really starting to bother my hike, as it is free swinging, and that's causing a lot of disruption. So I'm gonna stop and see what I can do about that. Yeah, so that had tugged the straps of one of my buckles that it was attached to. It had tugged it loose. So got that fixed. And I'm in the wrong view. There we go. All right, that's better. Whew. There's a good bit of mud spots on the trail, and there's been a good bit of workarounds. All right, I just committed to the Lewis Trail, which is the 8 mile. I mean, mainly because I got to the split and feeling good. So this is one of the splits that I take less often, but we'll see how it goes. I do want to start taking this loop more often, which will mean I'm in better shape than round. Because there are some challenging spots to it. Now granted, there are some spots that this way avoids, which are also quite challenging. But this adds, I think, 3 miles basically to the loop versus doing just the Clark Trail. And if I ever get to where I'm doing this on a regular basis, which would be awesome, you know, I can switch it up and do different loops, like do the Clark Trail and from the first junction, and then come back and do the Lewis Trail on the other junction, which can also be interesting. I think I've done that before. I think it worked out to about the same length of a hike. But look at that. You can see there's some people coming down the trail there. We'll be there shortly. And I can see part of the trail right over there that will be going up. So this is pretty cool with switchbacks, because it is would otherwise be a steep downhill, but the switchbacks help even that out, which is the purpose of switchbacks, to be able to go downhill without killing yourself, which is always a worthy goal. This is pretty cool. And I'm using my hiking pole to help slow my descent. Now, it's better with 2 designated hiking poles, but using one will give almost the same benefit. You'll just be a 3-legged animal instead of 4. So yeah, if I had a videographer, I would probably be doing 2 hiking poles. But this one is pretty awesome because it breaks down, and it has a variety of tools stored in the handles or in the body of it. And I got some survival stuff in there too. That's awesome. So in an emergency, I could, you know, cut down things. It's got a knife, it's got a saw, it's got a bottle opener. I also added some fishing line and hooks so I could fish, find food. Various things like that. Ooh, that is cool. Oh wow. Especially on that backdrop. The moss. Man. Yeah, I'm glad to be hiking here when it's nice and vibrant. I've done it at the fall and, well, I've done this section. I don't think I've done this section in the winter. But yeah, having nice vibrant greens and stuff like that out here instead of just barren trees is very cool. Got a ways to go up there. I just love the woods. Man, look at that. And then the look down into the valley. It's awesome. And it should be awe-inspiring anytime you come out here. Not just another walk through the woods. I think every time is spectacular. Things to see, things to experience, things to learn about. And unless something changes and we get people in who care, I'd say enjoy this kind of thing while you can. Might not be around for long. If the profit over everything else crowd gets in control. May all the gods help us if they do. Check that out. Okay, so it's pretty cool that you know, you can be sweating up on those ridges there and walking through that patch of sunlight, and then you get down here in this little valley and it's actually kind of chilly. Yeah, it's kind of chilly. And that is pretty awesome here in the middle of the day. What is it, 11:10? Now, the same effect is not as cool when you're going through lower Alabama on a motorcycle in the middle of the night and you dip down in those really cold valleys, wishing you had heated everything. Okay, but today it's cool. It's very cool. Very cool today. But I did just a little bit ways back stumped my toe on a root, which tweaked my knee just a little bit and somehow triggered the need to pee. So yeah, I'm gonna do that here shortly. course, with the trail packed as it is today, don't know if there's a safe spot to do it. But never pee near water, because you may wind up drinking from it at some point. Always, what is it, 100 feet at least away from water. I'll probably go 100 yards just to be safe. Ooh, look at that natural stone bridge. Very cool. It's a cool trail. Highly recommended. Very cool. Nature. Nature, man. Oh. Something has died pretty quick, pretty close to here. Oh. Yeah, and that's something you got to deal with every once in a while if you get out in nature. Smell of death. Okay, I think I got downwind of it. Look at the chipmunk. That was cool. Chipmunk. They're so cute. Never saw them in Mississippi. So some of this hike is pretty nice and flat and runs along a little sometime stream through a valley. It's nice and shaded, so it's cool, at least in this area. And there's some nice scenery. Ooh. This is a Boy Scout bridge, or Eagle Scout project, which is awesome. Been watching Miranda Goes Outside, so bridge, 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 bridge. Just crossed the bridge. Hi, Miranda. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Deep woods, nice streams, chipmunks, birds. Did see a squirrel, but you know, squirrel. Looks like someone maybe has even weed eated around here. That is awesome. Trail maintenance is always cool. That, however, is a pretty nice little hill. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah, haven't seen too many people on this side of the trail, which is awesome. But which is why I was able to see the chipmunk so close, and leads me to believe I might encounter other things, you know, besides the spider web there. So we'll see. This is always a nice and cool place when going on this trail. That tree, get around here. Nice big strong tree right in the middle of the stream. Roots going down and to the side, holding it upright. That is very cool. This is a cool section for the Lewis Trail. Going off trail a little bit, but I mean, look at this. Very cool. So I thought here would be a nice little place to take a break. And it is nice. Listen to that. No cell service or anything here. Just nature. And it's cool. As in temperature wise, it's cool in here in the shade. With the water and everything like that. It is nice and comfortable. And not noisy. And there's another cool tree, or a couple trees. Look at that. So this is a very nice stream, or stream bed, really. And this is not all shaded, cool areas. We've got a few places like this, but not all of them have such obstacles. Crap. I don't think I can get that low. And there's a, oh, where is he? See a little beetle and the dragonfly. Yep. Oh well. Let me find a way over or under this. Probably over. I'm going to try over first. Over and under was successful. Over the big one, under the small one. I mean, while they were out here, you figured they could have finished. But maybe they ran out of gas. I don't know. Jeez. Other than that obstacle though, it feels like it's been 2 miles of this nice, flat, easy section here. Just walking through a bottoms. Although I don't really know how far I've come or how far it is to go, I'm expecting the terrain to get a little more challenging here very shortly, because we're not all that far from the trailhead, I don't think. Or at least not joining back up with the Clark Trail. So I'll probably stop around there because there's a bench. It's the other thing I've noticed. There's a distinct lack of benches on the Lewis section of the Lewis and Clark Trail. Bug, spider probably on my pinky finger. Anyway, it has so far been a very leisurely section. You know, after some big hills and stuff, but I think it is lulling me into a false sense of comfort, because I know what's coming up. But it is, I mean, it is beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Awesome. And we just crossed the creek, and it looks like we're starting a little bit more of a challenging area. Nice. So we still have yet to reconnect with the Clark Trail, but I'm thinking that's coming up here shortly. Nice little birds. Purposefully did not film some very cool scenes at the river or creek. Because you just got to come hike it for yourself and see those. I think those logs back there are some places I set. One of the first times I hiked this, and it was totally whooping my butt. Doing a good bit better this time. So I have been going pretty hard on the water. This is just a really nice trail. Finally did see 2 more people on the trail. So not completely by myself out here, but it is a very nice 8-mile loop. Very nice scenery. Couple of little obstacles, but nothing major. Well, that one fallen tree kind kind of major as far as obstacles go. Didn't have my pack. Could have gone under it pretty easy, but the pack on, I don't think I could have bent that down. Bent that far down. Anyway, look at those. It is so cool. So I've encountered a couple, or a few more people, and have definitely started the uphill portion of this. So yeah, the easy part is temporarily over. Probably gonna find a spot to hang for a little bit, refill my water, stuff like that, and find out exactly how much further it is back to the trailhead. So we're pretty much about a little over halfway done. We do have some nice views up here through the trees, but I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Probably have a little snack, and then head back to the trail. It is very nice out here. Found me a nice little spot right off the trail. That's the trail over there, right past my hiking pole. So yeah, very awesome. All right, on the trail again. After a nice little rest. Had some Fig Newtons and refilled my water from my Nalgene bottle in the backpack. Had some nice scenery, nice high elevation up here. Well, 866 feet elevation rise. That's not, astounding, but yeah, it's pretty high up. Whoa. Would not want to fall 800 feet. I can guarantee you that. Some of the winds earlier in the year apparently took its toll on this section. You can see some of I can see the flooded Missouri River over there. We'll get a closer look at it here shortly. Little butterflies flitting across the trail and stuff like that. Definitely way above some treetops. So this has been a full hike, hang, and get high trip, which is awesome. So I will let you know when we connect to the Clark Trail here in a little bit. So this next little side trip is one I don't get to see very often because it's on the Lewis section, not the Clark. Look at the tops of those trees down there. Oh yeah, I am being mean. Wow. Wow, the Katy Trail's kind of flooded. All right, fine. Yeah. Look at that. Well, trail's not flooded. People riding bikes on it. Man, that water's high. I mean, you can see it all the way up here. We'll get a better look at the Katy Trail, but it's right down there. Nice. Very, very, very nice. So we have not yet met back up with the Clark Trail. Now this is just the Lewis Trail right now, but I think we're getting close. So this has got a little different than I remember it, but maybe not. But it does show how high the river's got. So this is a steep downhill. Look at that water. Huh. I may have to do some serious creek crossing. We'll see shortly. So at this point, I kind of got confused as to what was recording and what was not recording, and spent a good amount of time with my camera recording upside down. So I'll just skip on to the next upright video. So that was one of the higher, steepest elevation climbs in the whole trail, and it did get to me. 145 beats per minute heart rate. So I'm gonna sit here on these stairs and let that cool down a little bit, and then go up the stairs. So I'm sitting by the edge of the trail, trying to get my heart rate to drop below 100. Because yeah, I'm just having trouble. If my Garmin's right, I've logged 6.2 miles, which means I only got about 2 to go. And I don't think there's a lot more challenging hills or anything. Maybe one. And then it's a nice mile of flat, relatively flat out. But yeah, apparently pushed myself a little too hard. It's 102. And it's going back up. It's been going down to 102, 103, jumping back up to 114, 115. So I'll be here for a little while. Just getting that heart rate to go down. And hopefully not have it jump right back up when I start. Passed somebody early on the trail, had a t-shirt that said, "Get fit or die trying." Kind of feel like the second part at the moment. Like crap, why can I do 9 miles over on the Lost Valley Trail and the abandoned road and not have this problem? I mean, I'll sit down on that trail, but not from absolute exhaustion. Oh well. All right, well, sat there probably a long time. It never did say that my heart rate was over 100 for more than 10 minutes while resting, so. But got it down to 98, 97. And then I stood up and it jumped to 120. So getting back on the trail, only got 2 miles to go. I'm going to try to slow my pace, all that good stuff. Finish it out, go home, have a nice meal, and tomorrow I'm going to float STL, so something to look forward to. And I'll try and do this or something similar again next weekend. Maybe I need to go on some shorter hikes during the week just to maintain. I don't know. So the rest of this hike was a real struggle, and I decided to speed this up because I wasn't speaking. I was actually trying to retain moisture as I had hit my water fairly heavily and was just about out. I did save the last bit for the second rest right near the end. I did take 2 rests during this speeded up section here. I don't think I filmed one, but I did catch the last one. It was exhausting, and I don't know if I just hit that point where I couldn't go any further, or it was challenging to go further. So sit down and got my heart rate a little under control, and I just stepped slowly, or slowly as I could manage, checking my heart rate, trying to make sure it didn't get too far out of control. stupid. Not nearly as many cars.
Just reflecting some little stats here. 9.35 miles with 669 feet elevation gain. Took me about 5 hours 11 minutes. Max heart rate of 162. Climbed the equivalent of 44 floors. Had a 183 vigorous minutes of activity. And 6 times my daily steps goal, 615%.